The centre of the story is this wonderful character played by Nicky Lepreveau, one of the great understater, ironist actors of our generation. And in the course of the play, Salieri, I think the character's name is, has to cut his throat. And of course, being a Midsomer Murder, when he gets to the point of cutting his throat, he does it for real. The expression on his face has to be seen to be believed. It's a wonderful moment. There is a hole in the plot there, because the perpetrator of this crime, who planted the knife, goes back for the knife after the crime, and there's no need to do it. Your eagle-eyed viewers will notice that, as indeed many did at the time of its original transmission.
So he must have made the first switch moments before curtain up, swapping the original razor with his substitute one. This way, a casual glance at the props tray would reveal nothing wrong.
This episode was shot, the theatre used was in Wallingford. And Wallingford sort of adopted Midsomer Murders. John Walmsley and the rest of the amateur dramatic group down there became long-standing extras. If you look very carefully at the episodes, particularly those early episodes, and even now, you will find the same extras appearing over and over and over again. Man in background will be John Walmsley. Man in foreground will be John Walmsley. Man driving car will be somebody else from Wallingford. And the theatre itself, to which John belongs, and his Wallingford lot belong, is the Wallingford Theatre. It's a lovely little bijou theatre. Very, very pretty. And it was on that stage that Nick committed suicide, so to speak.
Oh, God. It's actually filling up.
You'd think they'd know better by now.
Lovely episode because it had in it Sarah Bedell, among many others. Sarah Bedell, who was the daughter of Alan Bedell. One of the reasons I'm in this business, for good or ill, is because of Alan Bedell, who was one of the most beautiful and graceful actors of, I may say, the previous generation. I'm talking about Gielgud's generation, Olivier's generation, and was mesmeric as an actor, brilliantly intelligent, wonderfully expressive, and his daughter likewise, and who can, as a matter of fact, sing. Very good for Amadeus, the play they were doing. And she was in it. I worshipped her from afar.
You don't think that breaking us up is going to bring him back, do you?
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
At the very centre of the play, apart from Nicky Lepreveau, is lovely actor Bernard Hepton, who I'd known almost as long as I'd had breath in my body. And Bernard Hepton, who swears he's retired but hasn't really and never will, was playing the wonderful theatrical manager with all the campness that you might expect from that.
Ah, darling, how lovely to see you. Completely sold out, as usual. Sit where you like. The press seats are reserved.
He's got a wonderful history of class stuff on television. Really formidable actor. He was once acting with Sir Alec Guinness. It was a long tracking shot, a long tracking shot, just the two people walking very, very slowly along a path, Hyde Park I think it was, and a track with a camera on it going with them along the track beside them. And Bernard had all the words. He had yards and yards and yards of words. It was the John le Carré epic. And the track took about 30 minutes in all. It's a very slow walk, very long track. Lots of words. Bernard Hepton saying them all. All Alec Guinness had to do was listen. Bernard Hepton started, off they went. Off they went. And he was about 8 minutes into his speech. And Alec Guinness suddenly said, "Stop. I've lost my train of thought." And they had to start all over again. Didn't harm him, though, because he turns in the most wonderful performance in this. So I won't say if he did it or not, because that'll spoil it, but a marvellous, marvellous actor.
Thank you.